Hey, what's up everybody? D Amazing here, bringing another review. I'm back from SDCC, so I'm trying to pump out what I can, how I can. In the meantime, I want you to enjoy the Mezco 1/12 exclusive X-Men version of Deadpool. Alright, let's get started. First and foremost, I want to start by saying you're getting this before you get the normal red pool, so please be aware there's changes to the harness and the amount of swords he has. I was told that the red and black one by Pierre will have 2 swords, meanwhile the X-Men one only has 1, so that's the difference. So let's get into the figure. Overall, I actually really like this look. I've always been a fan of it. I like where it's going with it, and I like the fact that the head sculpt is done really nicely. If you can check it out as we fix our focus. There's a lot of sculpt and detail work in it, and it looks absolutely fabulous. I wouldn't be surprised if people started casting these heads from here. It looks really great, and it has a little hood in the back. It's not the classic one, but it showed that it's more updated for Deadpool. Real quick, I want to point out that the harness is stitched in, so please don't try to just tear it off. You may make a mistake with that. Around the waist is absolutely no way of taking it off. It's stitched up the side of the body. So for those of you that take your clothing apart or do anything like that, this is not one of those times where you should. Now, articulation wise, much like Spider-Man, he's double jointed. So as you can see, let's fix that focus. Much like Spider-Man, you can see that he's double jointed. It can go all the way up. His arm can go out. It can go backwards. And there's actually no hindrance from the actual clothing, which is really cool. I really like that a lot. I'm enjoying it. You can also rotate it on a bicep swivel. So those of you that don't know that if it's there or not, it's hidden, but it's there. And also the non-cloth part also rotates as well as the ball joint. Now, as far as leg articulation goes, you can actually go about this far with Deadpool going backwards. I mean, not backwards, but outward. Forward, you can go about this far. It's double jointed knees. And there's a thigh swivel. So you don't have much to worry about in terms of articulation. I think that it's all there. He has a really good ankle pivot considering it's a Mezco figure. The feet are a little long, but I don't think that's much to worry about. Now the head can actually go left and right, rotate all the way around, and he can look pretty far up. Not all the way, but just far enough up that you can kind of think that it does. You can trick the camera into thinking so. There's no ankle pivot on most Mezco figures, so it's not going to happen. But if you want to know if he can stand on his own, just look that. Pretty sure it can, and I just proved that he did. So that's not something you should absolutely worry about. As far as articulation goes in his figures, I think they're done really well. If you really like the Punisher, most of them are done pretty similar based on the body. Now, as far as ab crunch goes, that may be where you have a problem. It doesn't go really far forward at all. So much like Mezco Punisher, it just doesn't have that there. But it makes up for it in other ways. Bicep swivel, thigh cut, thigh swivel, things like that. It does crouch forward just enough for you to get these cool poses in that you may want. Now, if you're wondering what Deadpool comes with, let's get started. As you know, in the harness, there's only 1 sword, not 2. Comes right out with no issues. I like this katana a lot, actually. I hope the normal one actually comes with this too. I like this one a lot. Really cool one-bladed katana. It looks like it's got some groove markings in here. And we can't seem to focus on it, but it's really nice. I like it a lot. There's actually hands for it. So you get 2 sword holding hands. In case you get another Deadpool, now you can have 2 hands. They hold it just fine going forward. If you want to put the blade in upside down, it actually holds the blade upside down pretty well too. Non-shaky, nothing to worry about. You also, like I said, you get 2 hands for that. Then you also get 2 trigger finger hands for handguns, weapons like that. So if you have the Punisher and you want to do double handguns or things like that, you can do it. You also get a hand for holding the Deadpool grenades. These are the X-Men version ones. And it actually comes out just fine. You actually get 4 of these grenades. If you're curious, you get 4 of them. It has a little X-Men Deadpool logo. I said Deadman, wow. You actually get 4 of those. Then you also get the signature call me, beat me if you want to reach me hand, which I really think is dope that they threw that in. As far as weapons outside of the sword, I believe this is an M14 with a 203. I am trying to learn my guns. If I get it wrong, somebody just feel free to correct me. The magazine came out. So you, just like the Punisher, that can clip right back in. Also, if you have the muzzle effect, you can just add it on to Deadpool. It'll be right there. And it also comes with grenades, so that you can just pop them in there, just like with the Punisher. No Deadpool logo, just a solid black color with a matte design and lots of detail like scratches and things like that to make sure it's a weapon. Then you also have the handgun as well. I don't know why, but my magazine's quite loose, so it keeps falling out. But you also get that. This one, the grip does not slide back. so you don't have to worry about those things. But the magazine does come out. Has a little bullet shell at the top to show you that it has ammo, which is really cool. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this Deadpool. The color was out of this world. Nobody expected it, but I really enjoy it. I think it's something to add to your collection when you want to just throw it in with your X-Men, and I like that a lot. Overall, high comparison with other figures though. Next to Kuga, he stands a bit tall, which is usually defined because most SH figure arts are actually smaller than most American size figures. Here he is next to John Wick. They stand close to the same height. Next to a synthetic human. Stands taller, but just around the same range. Like I said, a lot of these figures you can put within the same range. Him and Punisher. Punisher's a little bigger. And next to a modern ninja, Solitaire from Articulated Icons. They stand pretty close together. As far as size-wise, Mezco is actually pretty wider. Oh, I found the grenade. It fell out. So, yeah. Now, in terms of standing next to Revo Deadpool, they stand close to the same height. And I gotta mod him for standing up. I just took him straight out of the box, and I gotta mod that. But height-wise, they stand about close to the same thing. One thing I want to let you guys know is that the Marvel Legends head actually fits on this Deadpool. And I believe it was the Go Figure podcast who did it first. I saw them on Instagram do it. I don't have my Marvel Legends Deadpool, but if you're curious about that, I believe it does fit. I believe they popped it on, so credit goes to those guys. I'm not sure who did it first, but they're the first that I saw do it. So go check them out as well. In the meantime, I enjoy the figure a lot. If you want to go out and you want to be a Deadpool fan or you really enjoy the figure, this is definitely for you. If not, it's an easy pass because it's one of those colors it's just out there for some people. But if you like it, go on and get it. If you don't, I hope this information was useful in your purchase. In the meantime, guys, I hope you're drinking your water, I hope you're being good, and I hope you do good. Take it easy. Later. Seems like I'm on a roll for forgetting stuff. Deadpool also comes with another head sculpt that shows you his surprised head look. As you see, one head is open, one eye is more open than the other, one more squinting. I don't know how I could possibly forget that, but there you go. You have it. Drink water, because Deadpool said so. Later, guys.